Good morning, guys. It's really early, but let's head off to the gym. Let's get that out of the way. I'm drinking some Gatorade right now. I can take a shower and be right out the door quickly. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is what a typical upper body workout of mine currently looks like. I'm not doing any horizontal pushing these days. Every workout begins with the overhead press for me. So I'm making lots and lots of progress on the overhead press. This is the fourth overhead press workout, and I've only gotten through 2 squat and 2 deadlift workouts so far this training cycle. So I'm going through 2 full OHP overhead press training cycles within 1 squat and 1 deadlift training cycle. So this is the last workout of the overhead press, and I increased my training max. I'm working off of a 265 overhead press training max, and you're looking at my 7s day, which is 5 sets of 7, 75%. And overall, it was a pretty damn good workout. I started this one kind of sleepy, kind of tired. I didn't get as much sleep as I normally get. I got about maybe 6.5, somewhere close to 7, and it took its toll, which made me feel pretty good because it was still it wasn't that difficult, even with the imperfect sleep. So I'm feeling good about my abilities in this workout. And you'll notice at the end of the plate there is a micro plate, and that's because I'm trying to hit a very specific amount of weight here. I believe I'm doing 190. I think it's 200 point 20. What do we got here? 190. I think it was like 197.5. Let me double check. 198.5 for 5 sets of 7. Really specific. I really enjoy doing that instead of rounding, because with rounding, sometimes you'll be hitting the same weight from one training cycle to the next due to the rounding. And then you take that, and then the jumps are also larger as well. So some weeks you're doing the same weight, and some weeks you're doing a decent sized jump, or the jump that you were supposed to, well, not supposed to make, but you're making a large jump, I guess you could say. But using these micro plates, I'm hitting the actual numbers that the percentages would be. Though I do have to do a little bit of rounding here and there when it says 0.75 or 0.25, something like that. I usually round down to the nearest half pound. With this overhead press, some basic key things here is just keep that bar path extremely vertical. A very vertical bar path is desired with your overhead press, and moving your head out of the way of the bar and not vice versa, because your bar path wants to be above center of gravity, above mid-foot, and you want to keep it there the entire movement, which means when it gets about to here, you almost have to kind of press it back a little bit while kind of putting your head through. So moving forward to the next exercise, weighted pull-ups. Did 2 sets of, I believe 8, 2 sets of 8 with 50 pounds strapped to me. And the next time I do this, it'll be 51 pounds probably, or maybe even 50 and a half. I'll decide how I want to progress with this, but I'm excited to start using these micro plates on things that I haven't even used them on, such as weighted pull-ups. I did the 2 sets of the pull-ups, and I did 2 sets of dumbbell rows. And normally I only do like 2 back exercises in 1 upper body workout. I'll usually just stick to 1 horizontal and 1 vertical pull, whether it's one order or the other. But though lately I've been prioritizing the vertical pull before the horizontal for my own personal reasons. And so yeah, lately what I've been doing is having a little bit more exercise selection in terms of my pulling, and kind of taking the regular volume that I do and spreading it out just a little bit, and I end up doing a little bit more volume for back and pulling exercises in general, more than what I was doing. Also because I'm not doing any sort of horizontal pushing. So in my regular overhead press workout, I'd normally do 2 to 3 sets of close grip bench press. but I'm just doing even more pulling now. So I did 2 sets of a slight lean back pull down, as you can see here, a slight lean back that you see here, trying to pull down to like the bottom of my chest. And sometimes I wasn't actually putting in a lot of focus to pull it lower than that, whereas I normally do want to pull it pretty low on me with that slight lean back. And then I did 2 sets of a pretty close to the bar path and vertical in terms of my torso compared to the last one. I'm not sure if the difference is noticeable here, but I feel and I'm pulling in much more of a vertical path, straight up and down. And this is one thing that I've noticed has always kind of made my shoulders feel better and healthier, doing completely vertical pull downs, whether it's a neutral grip or this grip, or even a supinated grip. I've noticed that doing completely vertical pull downs personally have helped me. Weird, huh? And after that, I did 2 sets of relatively lighter than what I normally do, but since I'm more fatigued, I only did 2 plates and a 25 on chest supported rows. So total, that's quite a few back exercises, more than I would normally do. But I kind of wanted to experiment with higher exercise selection versus more volume in less exercises. Not that I particularly think one is better than the other. Of course, total volume is, I mean, specificity, all these different things factor into you know, your results and your gains and so on. But I actually enjoyed this a lot, having a few more exercises than normal with just 2 sets of each thing. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, it was very pleasing. It was very pleasing. And you know, I'll make sure I track my stuff and, you know, continue to progress. Anyways, went upstairs and I did some preacher tricep extensions. And the higher you have your elbow, the more of your long head tricep you're gonna hit. And honestly, the real reason why I'm doing this exercise versus push downs, which I normally do, is because I'm letting my pec heal, my left pec right here. So I have kind of ditched doing certain exercises such as push downs, especially like when I get towards the end of a set, I start kind of leaning and really putting that chest into it, and I'm trying to let it heal the best I can. As well as dumbbell curls. I was starting to get a little like a weird feeling in this bicep where the kind of tweaked pec is. It was almost like a connected issue, and it probably is connected. So I've also stopped doing dumbbell curls for a little bit. So dumbbell curls, tricep push downs, put those both on hold, and of course the bench press and all horizontal pushing. Excuse me. I think I have 2 more weeks of letting this pec rest before you know, I finish my training cycle and I take a deload and introduce the bench during that deload for the rest. You know, it's the deload of everything else, but for bench it's slowly working its way back up starting from the deload week. So, you know, 3 sets on the preacher try, 3 sets on the preacher by, and then I did 2 sets on hanging leg raises, and I did 1 set of cable rope crunches standing, and then I finished off with 3 sets of face pulls that you'll see right here. And you'll notice that my shoulders are not retracted when I do this. This is how I prefer to do this without my shoulders really retracted, if that makes sense. And I'm home from the gym. I'm gonna weigh this real quick just so I can show you guys. We're looking at a 2 pound, 9 ounce one today, which is okay. A little bit less than yesterday, but still anything above 2, I'm like, okay, you know, 2's the minimum. And then anything above 2.5, I'm like, I'm definitely happy. I'm definitely happy. When it gets close to 3, that's when I'm like, wow, I'm spoiled. And then if it's above 3, then I make a crazy Instagram video freaking out. So, okay. And a show right now that I'll sometimes watch when I'm eating my Chipotle and there's nothing else to watch is something called Z Nation. It's a zombie show, you know, a post zombie apocalypse type show. But this one is much different than The Walking Dead. I'm watching the show Z Nation. It's kind of like a fast-paced, not as good acting version of The Walking Dead. It's a zombie apocalypse type show. Sometimes I'll, watch this while I'm eating my Chipotle. The second thing is, damn, look at my face. Does anyone else get like tons of busted capillaries in their face from squatting or deadlifting? For squatting especially, it just wrecks me, especially if I'm working with like 75% max or higher. Simply because you just hold my breath and lots of pressure in this area. I don't know, man. I don't know, but it usually goes away pretty quickly. Like tomorrow, it should be fine again. And it really depends on the specific day as well. Because sometimes when I'm feeling like not as good, it's like I feel like I hold kind of like cause myself even more pressure than normal on days that like I barely get my weights and the weights are just destroying me. So on the days I'm doing really good, I notice that my face doesn't end up looking as butch and nasty as days where I'm feeling pretty bad. Does anyone else have this experience with lifting? It sucks because after a squat session, it's just like, yeah, sorry, I look like this, but man, it's a price you pay. It's a price you pay. All right, so we reached the end of the video. I want to say just a big thanks to everyone. Left some really nice comments on the last video. It means a lot, that you guys support me in that sort of way and that, encourage me. And, it really seems like you care. So I just wanted to say thanks. And of course, hit the like button because that shit always helps. I appreciate it as well. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. LOA coaching is going great and currently do have spots open. So if you're interested, link in the description box. And oh yeah, Black Friday was a huge success. I saw the numbers during Black Friday and it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. So thanks to everyone who picked up your gear on Black Friday, took advantage of the big sales that we had going on. May have a Cyber Monday, we'll see. Oh yeah, and also shout out to Gymshark for everything. Keep me sponsored. And yeah, some things I'm looking forward to is next year we're doing tons of cool stuff. I'll probably do like an individual video for each one when it comes closer, but we're going to a lot of cool places. I'm going to the Philippines in January with my family, so that's gonna be sick. But with Gymshark, we're going to LA Fit Expo. We're going to a expo in Australia right after the Arnold Expo with Gymshark, and then there's the Body Power UK, there's FIBO, there's the Olympia, and I'm not sure if I forgot any, but quite a few things coming up next year. So I'm pretty excited about that. So damn, that's gonna be sick. So big shout out to Gymshark for all the incredible opportunities and everything. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. As always, love you guys for everything. Can't express it enough, much of where I'm at is because of you guys. Okay, that's the end of the video. Peace.